Good morning everyone and welcome. It's Libby from Meister Tarot and I'm pleasure to have you along with me today. I'd like to acknowledge our Worimi First Nations people, and I'd love to welcome my two main guides and any who come with them. We have Meister, who is a Celtic Gaelic warrior, and I have Narin, who is a First Nations Australian elder and healer. So I'd like to thank them both for coming along. I mean, they're always here with me, but it's always nice to acknowledge them. Goodness me, last day of winter and someone's forgotten to tell Mother Nature. So Mother Nature will do what Mother Nature does, regardless of what restrictions us humans try to put on her. Okay, fabulous to see you. I had a fantastic day yesterday with Lena Rodriguez from Tarot Down Under, undergoing some past lives. She doesn't do regression, if you are interested, but what she does is she uses the cards and the pendant to actually nut out what the life was about. It's not about the emotions, it's not about reliving the life itself. It's basically nutting out the steps of the life. So absolutely fascinating, and I have some research to do so the 3 lives that she pulled out for me are absolutely fantastic. 1400s, daughter of a upper middle class artisan who had a choice between the convent and eloping. Oh, I'll let you know which one I chose, and it wasn't the convent. So that was a bit of fun. 1600s, Qing dynasty in China, a port street rat, basically, again a female who in the Pearl River Delta area, who through her talents and being sold from one master to another made her way up to be a fairly powerful concubine to a upper middle level, still wasn't a great life, upper middle level. When I say Chinese, I'm using the modern terms. It wasn't called Chinese in those days, and it wasn't necessarily France in those days, but in the current area. But upper middle class, supporter of the emperor, and due to talents in languages and dark arts, and apparently I was very beautiful. Well, didn't come through in this lifetime. I was trotted out as the prized possession to visiting dignitaries. And the 1800s, Scotland, 1855 plague, fled to Canada as Nova Scotia as a 18-year-old, and got on the drink, and then got off the drink, got on the gambling, got off the gambling. So it was all a bit of a tumultuous life, that one as well. So that gels in lovely with the ones I found out about previously, 1500s, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth, and 1700s, Libizana, white dancing horses trainer with my husband at the time. And so that basically, since the 1400s, has given me a lifetime in every century. So I'm a bit excited about that, and I'd love to go back further. So if you, now that I've rambled on and on and on about that, and I'm also actually, just for myself, I am going to have a look to see whether I can pick up on future lives. So that's going to be quite interesting. So that was my personal babble. What I want to have a look at today, because obviously nothing overly dramatic has happened. Ukraine is pushing back into Kherson in its eastern borders area, having some fabulous winds there, at great cost to both Russian and Ukraine soldiers, and as I always say, you must never mistake the average Russian person for the autocratic leaders, Putin and his enablers. But good on Ukraine. I have seen them, obviously, just about like every other reader, pushing Russia out. When Putin dies soon, and Ukraine win that particular war, Belarus and Crimea will also break away from Russia, which is fabulous news. And in a couple of decades, Serbia will also break away as well. So, did those readings forever ago. Very interesting. So what I'm going to have a look at today, they've found the underground tunnels at Mar-a-Lago, which were never hidden, that were in existence pre-Trump, before Trump purchased, bought, owned, whatever, took possession of Mar-a-Lago. But I'm just going to have a look to see whether those tunnels were used for anything that was a bit dubious. Is there a hidden safe at Bedminster? We'll have a look at that too. What else have I got? I've got a lot of details down here. I'm going to have a look at Trump in September. Also want to see whether he's had his phones tapped, whether his houses have been bugged, etc., etc. Has he been set up to dig himself even deeper? UK Truss versus Sunak election is the 5th of September, which is coming up very shortly. I had seen Sunak as winning that election. However, the energies have changed, so we shall have a look. And if we get time, I'll have a look at the special master. I have read on that the fact that it's just going to dump Trump's further into it, and the Tennessee former House Speaker Glenn Casada and his top aide, they both resigned, but they have been arrested for bribery, kickback, money laundering, conspiracy, etc., etc., and they were arrested very publicly and marched off. So, needless to say, they are Republicans, so if I get time, I'll have a look. Otherwise, we'll put that over for tomorrow. So, where do I start? Might start with my pendant and just ask the question, and then we'll have a look at the cards. So, we'll start with the underground smuggler tunnels. Come on down for a look. I like you to be able to see my elbow is on this table. Yes, it is a card table, so it's a little wobbly. But you'll be able to see that my finger does not move, and it is the pendant itself that moves. Oops. Okay. Hey guys, may I ask a question? May I ask some questions today, please? May I ask some questions? Okay, you'll see it going round and round in circles, which is, yes, it is ready. So, were the underground smuggler tunnels in Mar-a-Lago used by Trump for anything dubious? Were the smuggler tunnels used by Trump for anything dubious? Were the underground tunnels used by Trump for anything dubious? It's telling me yes. Yeah, it's telling me a very strong yes. Back and forth, back and forth. Very strong for me because the pendant and I are still new. Were the underground tunnels used for anything dubious by Trump? Okay. Let's have a look. What shall we use? We'll use the Golden Universal Tarot. They're good old Trumpy cards, aren't they? All about the money. Split the deck. Investigation is going to be his complete and utter downfall. Now, I'm going to timestamp my videos from now on in, if I get time, because they do tend to get a little bit long, just so that you can flip to the bits that you want to have a look at. Okay, tell me about Trump using these underground old smuggler tunnels at Mar-a-Lago. Tell me about just a little bit of fun, entertainment only. Tell me about these smuggler tunnels. Trump using these smuggler tunnels at Mar-a-Lago. Tell me about Trump using these smuggler. Oh, a lot of information, really big information coming out in regards to this. Let's have a look. Trump using Trump using these smuggler tunnels at Mar-a-Lago. Well, I've got this guy's at the ocean shore at the port and he's juggling, and it's all to do with money. It was for money purposes. Okay, tell me about Trump using these old smuggler tunnels at Mar-a-Lago. Tell me about Trump using these old smuggler tunnels at Mar-a-Lago. Right, let's have a look. Come on down. Oh, should really sit up straight. Have a nice smooth tummy, but anyhow. Sorry about the view. Oh, just move that. Sorry about that. Just trying to get it all in the right spot. So, okay. Ocean to shore. Thinking that everything's going to be hunky-dory. My star is shining bright. So this is Trump with these smuggler tunnels. Can do no wrong. But we've got the water to shore. Crossed by the bringing of a plan, fast movement forward, bringing of a message, but also bringing of a plan. Let's keep going. Again, planning around, to me this looks like Mar-a-Lago in the background, so yes, there was plans in regards to that, circles of support in the past. Don't know that it's going to tell me much. Okay, bringing forward, okay, it was used for mercenary means financially, bringing money to him for whatever reason. Right, immediate future, six of swords, packing up the truth and moving on by boat. Externally, the Hierophant, so this is the government, legal, religious, learning, future learning. Okay, we'll see where that leads. Internally, justice. Ooh, legal system, justice. Under investigation, hopes and fears. Death. Ending of the king. Russia. Oh, I wonder if he had Russian operatives, Putin. There was, remember when Putin was in the US and he wasn't tracked for a couple of days, I believe. I wonder if he visited Mar-a-Lago. In the gilded cage, with the money, all about the money, burden, heartbreak and loss, disappointment. What else have we got on the bottom? Oh, on the bottom, ending. So what this picture's telling me, again, it's a little bit of, well, it started off as a little bit of fun. And these cards, when I first draw these cards, the Star and the Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands, these were all happy chappy cards. All, yeah, nothing's astray in regards to this, nothing particularly offensive. But then we moved on to the Mercenary. Things coming in via water is what I'm being told in regards to that card. Legal systems, actions and consequences and justice coming forward under investigation. Okay. Out on a limb here. I do like those limbs. I'm thinking that he may have had some Russian visitors via water coming through those caves. Okay. I'm going to speculate on who, but I think it's part of the investigation that is still ongoing. Don't know that they'll ever find anything, but it is part. I mean, I've said it a couple of times and I've typed it a couple of times on readings. I really don't begrudge the DOJ in that they have to follow every red herring and find every prawn and every curtain rod in their investigation. They have to follow every little snippet, so I don't begrudge them one little bit, and I think it's just part of the overall investigation, but they may find something in regards to those tunnels. Okay, let's have a look. Is there a hidden safe at Bedminster? Is there a hidden safe at Bedminster Golf Course, New Jersey? Is there a hidden safe, just like Trump had? Is there a hidden safe? Is there a hidden safe at Bedminster? Don't know that the FBI have searched Bedminster yet, but is there a hidden safe at Bedminster? Come on down. Ooh, okay. Giving and receiving help, but also this is the grifting, it is a yes card, being a number 6. The grifting, the blackmail. Oh, okay, thank you, Master. Blackmail. Oh, okay. Complete and utter downfall. Playing his cards close to his chest in security. Things coming forward very quickly. A bombshell to be revealed for the voter. On the base we have the legal systems manifesting something close to home that is going to have Trump battle weary. It is part of the investigation. It's part of the investigation. I'm just looking at how many were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana on this base here. So we'll just move this a little bit aside and we'll go through it a bit more carefully, because I didn't expect this question to have such a dramatic answer. I'm wondering if this is where he keeps his blackmail documents, because he's obviously got something over particular people in the Republican Party to be able to keep them in line, illogically in line, Lindsey Graham being one of the most obvious. So I'm wondering if that's where he keeps his, or perhaps it's where he keeps the things that he's being blackmailed for. Ooh, okay. He keeps the information of what he's being blackmailed for, but it will be his downfall. At the moment, he's got them hidden. He's got them hidden, but there is movement forward on this, very rapid movement forward. Okay, I'm hearing that the next major bombshell is that Bedminster, I mean there will be more in between, that Bedminster will actually get searched. They're just putting together the information. It is going to be a bombshell. Now, Lena actually pointed out a really interesting meaning for this card, which I haven't been able to get out of my mind. It's about the false family loyalty. The false family projection of joy and emotion. So I'm wondering whether it's a bombshell in regards to his family. Going through these cards at the top, we had the legal system or the government. Oh, okay, thank you. DOJ. Bringing all their tools to the fore and manifesting something in regards to Trump's private residence that is going to leave him trying to set boundaries, but feel like he's just been put upon again. Oh, damn shame. Because there's all this information going to come out, and he's just going to feel like he's just surrounded, almost looks like a prison, but he's just going to be so exhausted from this. It is currently, the investigators are building a case in regards to this. He is under investigation, but he is also very isolated due to his foolishness. Okay, that was a bit of, okay, entertainment only and limb jumping again. Whew, didn't really see that one coming either. Okay, now I want to have a look at Trump in September. Yeah, I'll just do Trump in September. What I might do, I'm going to change to my runic tarot for this. I won't do Putin in September yet. I'm just waiting for, I just want another couple of weeks to play out for Putin. And then we'll have a look at Truss versus Sunak. Now, in case you haven't caught it, Governor Kemp in Georgia, a judge has ruled that he doesn't need to testify into the Georgia election fraud, whatever case, until after the midterms, because the judge doesn't want it to affect his testimony to affect voting, which I don't really understand, because I would have thought that the best thing would be to have it all out in public, and the voter can decide, because there might be something rather dubious coming out there. Governor Kemp did the right thing and told 45 or Ac L'Orange to bugger off. But yeah, I'm a bit dubious about why that's being delayed. Okay, show me what's in store for Trump for September, please. Thank you, guys. In case you're wondering what that beeping was, it's telling me a load of washing is finished. Glorious day outside. Beautiful day. Tell me what's in store for Trump for September. Trump, way too many cards fell out there. Tell me what's in store for Trump for September. Sometimes I get so tranced out that I just drop the cards. Trump in September, please. Trump in September. Trump in September. Okay. What's coming up for Monsieur le Duc L'Orange, or Ac L'Orange, without a silent D? Ac L'Orange. Ah! Do I need to go any further? September is going to be a huge month. Starting tomorrow, anytime in September, Judgment. Lots of meanings. Call to arms, collective awakening, but purely in this one, inevitable ending, but purely today it is judgment. So there is going to something seriously come down in regards to that. Forgot to ask about the, oh, I'll ask in a minute. Judgment, challenged by Nine of Swords, real anxiety. I mean, I must admit, this actually looks worse than the Ten of Swords in this particular deck. Real anxiety about what's coming towards him. Real anxiety. If you hadn't caught the news today, Truth Social has been removed from the Google Store, the app, due to lack of moderation and outright outrageous disinformation that is on the page, which means about 50% of users, iPhone users, won't have access anymore. Just a little bit of interest. I did read on Truth Social a long time ago, 6 months ago, saying it's for the scrapyard, so keep an eye on that one. But yes, a lot of anxiety. Don't know why that popped into my head in regards to that. A lot of anxiety as the truth is coming forward to him. Base of the pack, Queen of Pentacles, the practical Queen, the benevolent financial Queen, but the Queen of Homeland Security. FBI. In the past, the Knight of Swords. A harsh truth coming forward very quickly, very quickly. This is September. What have we got? Hiya, Five of Wands. Okay, I had to look up the Five of Wands because after a couple of readings ago, because this card did actually confuse me a little bit as to what it is. But it is about infighting. It is about petty, what's in it for me, it's all about me, what do you mean? Every man for himself, saving themselves, all those sorts of ghastly, selfish, immature actions rather than what's for the collective good. But this, because I'm looking at this particular card, it's in this particular deck, it's really telling me that it's a lot about internal anguish, mental anguish, as plans are failing. Alright, well, we shouldn't be happy about any of this because we need to ask for the best for everybody, but this is interesting. Immediate future. Six of Wands. Packing up the truth and moving on to calmer waters. The truth, moving the US onto calmer waters. Okay. Externally, Wheel of Fortune. Karma coming and biting you on the backside, but the wheel turning, the wheel of fate turning on Trump internally. He doesn't know what to do. He's flailing around. He's been flailing around for a while, but he honestly really at this stage does not know what to do. If you missed it, the GOP PAC, I believe it is, or some association with the GOP organisation, they have been paying Trump's legal bills till now, but they are refusing to cover any legal expenses in regards to the search of Mar-a-Lago, and so he doesn't know which way to turn at the moment. He just really is just stuck. Hopes and fears. Sword of Truth, massive Sword of Truth, the biggest, the highest truth breaking through the dark clouds and bringing the light. That's the hope for the American people. It's also Trump's fear. Okay, yeah, it's Trump's fear. Is it the truth? Exposing and bringing everything into the light. Okay, outcome for the month of September for Trump. Three of Pentacles. The work done behind the scenes, under the foundations, under the cloak, undercover. You've got this guy building these or creating these shields, but he's got his helm on. He's got his helmet on. He's got his armor on. Why would any worker be working this hard to create something fully masked and covered? So this is about dark money. It's about money laundering. It's about money deception that has built his empire. Goodness me. His partnerships, his uncomfortable partnerships that he's in, he's going to find himself restricted in his gilded prison. I don't think Trump will ever go to a normal prison. It will be house arrest, or it'll be somewhere like Camp David or something like that, but he's going to find himself restricted in his gilded cage. A lot of information coming forward very quickly, and it will be a young person who will be bringing that information forward. On the base, we've got the Page of Swords, the whistleblower, the Knight of Pentacles, the mercenary, and then the Seven which is the lies, deceit in regards to the lies, and then the Five of Pentacles, moral corruption, out in the cold, abandoned and penniless, and only at that stage can rebalancing start to happen. Temperance, moderation coming to the fore. Okay. September, not good for Trump. Not good at all. And I think he just literally doesn't know which way to turn at the moment. Okay, I want to have a look at what popped into my mind a minute ago. I want to have a look at whether his phones are tapped or whether his bugs have been set up at his house, etc. Officially. Allegedly, entertainment only. I mean, they would have been done under... it's about illusion and delusion in regards to partnerships that he has. Trump's mental health. Now, for those that don't know, stress, extreme stress and fear, etc. will exacerbate the decline into dementia. Trump is showing signs of, has been for a while now, been showing signs of early dementia, illusion and delusion, and the Tower popped out there. And then I've got the grifting on the bottom. The money laundering. Okay. Okay, tell me. And then I'll have a look at his mental health. The phone's tapped, and the Trump's phone's tapped, his house bugged. Legally, of course, is Trump's communications and discussions being monitored. Is Trump's communications and discussions being monitored? Is Trump's communications and discussions being monitored? Let's have a look. Well, so this is about the lies, deceit, taking of the truth. Yeah, just all about the big lie, but stealing of the truth, the misinformation, pillaging the armory and taking away the means of defence. But yeah, this is just all about stealing of the truth. Disappointment in what is being offered. Well, yes, I'm sure he is. We've got this false family again. Now I'm seeing it, because this is about the delusion of the lies to the voters. He's disappointed it's not turning out how he wants. I mean, all of 6 people turned up for 2 days at Mar-a-Lago to protest the legal search of Mar-a-Lago. He hasn't been getting the crowds protesting his innocence that he wants. It's just not happening. But yeah, what this is telling me, it's about the lies to the voters. He's not happy with how it's going. He's just losing his touch. He's under delusion. There is something, a bombshell going to come forward, and he's finding himself increasingly isolated as he tries to manipulate the situation. But here we have justice coming down for him. Justice and judgment. So I don't know that it's not telling me that he's bugged, but it is telling still, the story still continues. It's about the money going to be his complete and utter downfall as things are fully illuminated. The actions and consequences in regards to his money laundering and his money grifting money. So it's not telling me he's being monitored, but it is an ongoing investigation. There are so many tentacles off this one. Trump's health, mental health. And then I'll have a look at Truss, Sunak, and that'll do us for today. So I'll touch on the special master and the Tennessee former House Speaker tomorrow, unless something outrageous happens tonight, which 1st of September, tomorrow, who knows? September's going to be an interesting month for Trumpy. Okay, tell me about Trump's mental decline. Tell me about Trump's mental decline. What flew out there? The lovers. So we've got, again, uncomfortable partnerships. I have heard other readers say this is a Gemini card, which is Trump's very strong birth sign. He has, I gather, a lot of planets in Gemini. So this is about, I'm looking at this card, and you've got this figure sitting in the background, but you've got this faded woman dancing over the top of him. Again, it's an unbalanced partnership. Occurs in a few decks, but it's about the fact that it's not an equal partnership, that there is a controlling figure and a submissive figure. And what I'm seeing here is this illusional figure is the controlling figure in this particular deck. Tell me about Trump's mental decline. Entertainment only. Trump's mental decline. Let's have a look. No, he's telling me keep shuffling. He wasn't ready yet. Trump's mental decline. Trump's mental decline. Right, now he's ready. Thank you. As you work with your guides, they will become more vocal with you. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Health. Major health. Major moment in his health. Two of Cups. Emotional working together, emotional partnerships. I'm really drawn to what is coming out of those cups. You've got the stag on one side and the hunter on the other. Okay, let's keep going. Foundation, another two. Crossroads, it's all about crossroads at the moment. Two of Wands, making a plan to move forward. Working out what direction to move in. In the past, the world, a culmination. We know that Trump's time is over. A culmination, an ending. Knight of Cups. An offer being presented, the message of an offer being presented to go quietly into the night. A lot of information coming forward very quickly in the immediate future. Externally, the Fool. A new start. Setting off on a new journey externally. Internally. He still has this delusional factor about him. That's what I'm getting from this particular card. But it is about, usually it's about authority systems, government, religious, medical, legal, internally. But I think he's under this delusion that he is still infallible. Hopes and fears. So what, 3 major arcana in a row? He doesn't know which way to turn. He still thinks he's this godlike figure, but he doesn't know which way to turn in regards to this. Another major arcana, justice is coming for him. Another ace, a fiery, passionate new beginning. Harsh truth coming forward. And an ending of a cycle, the 10. Page of Pentacles, a message being brought forward about his health. Complete and utter downfall. Okay, let's see what's on the base. 5 of Cups, loss, disappointment, but again, you've got this figure that is decaying or half decayed. It is a half decayed figure. Okay, it is his mind. His mind, okay, entertainment only, half decayed, slowly tipping these cups over. The Devil. Drugs, alcohol. I know he says he doesn't drink. I'm a bit dubious what were in those Coca-Cola cans. Probably half and half. But yeah, drugs, alcohol, just everything insidious involved with that. Can be gambling. Don't think it's gambling. I think it's just drugs mainly. Leading to being outcast, mentally outcast. Because again, it's Pentacles, health, mentally lost, can't come in from the cold, abandoned. These 3 cards, I think, are telling the true picture at the moment. And then this, okay. Mental health is not good. Mental health is not, yeah, dementia, I'd go there. I would go there. Okay, I'll just ask. Tell me, excuse me, I'll just stop this. Oops, see my massage roll in the background. Tell me, is Trump suffering from Alzheimer's, dementia, one of those degenerative brain diseases? Is Trump suffering from Alzheimer's, dementia, and any other form of degenerative brain disease? Again, it's only very small. Oh, there it goes. It's off again. Yep. That is a definite yes, he is. As we knew. Okay, as we knew. Don't wish it on anyone. I have had family members go down that path and it is very, very unpleasant. Okay, he needs to step back. He needs to really, someone needs to pull him right back, shut him up, get him the help he needs. Okay, the drugs are not helping. Okay, speculation only. Tell me, the UK election the needle has moved towards Liz Truss, 22 points, 22%. I think she's in front of Sunak. It is a poison chalice that whomever gets it will be given. They will. I don't believe the election, the federal election or whatever you call that, the general election is due until 2025. But oh goodness me, what a mess Britain is in at the moment. Electricity prices are going through the roof. There will be people who cannot afford to pay their electricity bill. Price gouging. It's nothing to do with the shift to renewables. It's all to do with the war and the invasion by Russia. and price gouging by the fossil industries as they're desperate to make massive profits while they can before they lose out to renewables. And perhaps they're trying to make massive profits to fund their renewable programs. I'm not quite sure, but that's basically what it is price gouging. And the yeah, as I'm talking about this flipped over. Heartbreak, loss, disappointment, feelings of betrayal, just everything quite ghastly as winter goes into the UK, Europe goes into winter. Goodness me, what a shake-up. Okay, tell me, will Liz Truss win the UK election? Will Liz Truss win the UK election? Don't know why anyone. What was she? Foreign Minister, and then we had the other one. Sunak was the, well, they call it the Exchequer. It's the Finance Minister. Okay, what threw out at me is the Fool. So yes, but so it is a new start, a new beginning. But this Fool in this deck does not look very courageous or faithful, faith-believing in regards to this journey. They look actually very downcast and a bit of an, oh, what have I done moment. The Hermit, going to find herself very isolated and a difficult path as she tries to find her way. And then the Knight of Coins. Slow, steady progress forward. This one, it is a mercenary card as well, but in this particular case it's about trying to make slow, steady progress forward. So it is telling me that, and then we have strength. It's going to take all her strength. So that's 3 yeses, 1 no card, and then we have this heartbreak, loss, despair. It's going to be for the government. I'll just bring you down because what we've got now. So I have got a yes for Liz Truss, but I will pull on Sunak too. But because I've got 4 out of the 6 as major arcana, it's telling me yes, but it's not a journey she's going to enjoy. It's not going to be pleasant. It's going to be an extremely difficult for the government as they try and make any form of progress. She's going to have to draw on every ounce of strength, but it is going to be a very painful and disappointing movement of the government. And then we have the Tower. The Tower as the truth is brought forward, the harsh truth is brought forward. On the base we have the World, so that an ending, the Voter, disappointment. So I'm, from that, I'm getting a yes, the amount of major arcana in there. I suspect they're going to have to call an early election to let the people decide, but the truth that is going to come out in regards to what process went through, Brexit's a major thing, is going to lead to the downfall of this government. Now we'll have a look at Sunak, because that was split the deck to do my poker shuffle, and I've got this Sword of Truth and this moral corruption out in the cold, despair, poverty. Yeah, the truth is going to be really harsh for the people of the UK to have to swallow, and it is going to lead to just the downfall of this particular Conservative government. Hopefully the opposition can get itself sorted. I'll just do a draw on Sunak. Will Sunak win the UK Prime Ministership? Will Sunak win this election? Will Sunak? Just to be fair, same question. Sunak. What's thrown out at me here is two twos. It is a crossroads decision in both planning and emotionally. Moving on to a new beginning with a plan, but we have this despair and out in the cold. He's got no major arcana here. I think he's going to play a bit of a role in what comes out, so bring you down. He has a plan, trying to bring it to fruition, but I don't think it's going to, so he's going to have to work in partnership with Liz Truss. He may be put in a trusted position because he has a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. But no, he's not going to win, and there's going to be some form of investigation. On the base, we have blackmail, dark money, whistleblower, having to walk away. Speculation only. Is there information going to come forward about Sunak that is not entirely pleasant? This is going to be interesting to watch. So I've got Liz Truss winning there. Got going to have to call an election. Truth is going to come out about what really occurred in regards to, I'm hearing Brexit, and it's not going to be pleasant, which is going to lead to the absolute downfall of the government. I have read previously the UK will not go back into Europe in the form of it that it was, but there's going to be some new sort of cooperation agreement brought forward, but it is going to lead to the downfall of this government quite rapidly. Okay, any questions? Pop them in the box below. Thank you for joining me. This is going to turn out really long, so I will timestamp it for you. And I shall catch you tomorrow. So stay strong, stay in the light, in the positive. Observe what's flowing past in the gutter, but don't get down in there yourself. Do what you can, and love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.